I think with a commercial installation, the approach to the installation is often what would tell the men from the boys in this type of a project. In coming and either going to the site and seeing a commercial installation, or in somebody who might email us pictures nationwide of different commercial projects that they're looking to do with glass block, a lot of what we're looking at first is what is the conditions around the window? Is it a masonry foundation? Is it brick veneer? How are the existing windows in a retrofit application in that building today? So the first thing we've got to look at is how can the windows be removed in that opening. Then we're going to look at how big the opening is. With glass block installations, in small basement windows, we're taking an unframed glass block window and we're simply setting it in and mortaring it into the opening. With commercial installations, that may or may not be true. In smaller openings, we may use that same approach to commercial installation, and it's a perfectly acceptable approach. However, if the openings get larger, either a lot longer or a lot taller, that's where oftentimes you need to install what are called aluminum channels around the installation. These are basically in the shape of a U, and they would go either at the head or the top of an opening, or at the jambs or the sides of an opening. And basically what the channels do is the glass block panels or sections get placed inside of the channel. Then inside of that channel, there is an expansion material and a caulk in here. So instead of them being hard mortared, and people may wonder, well, why do you do such a thing? Well, if the openings are very large, you need to give the panel some room to expand and contract, basically to breathe, if you think of it like that. In addition, when we're looking at a project like that, we're also saying how big and how long is this opening, and what panel sections can we make?
We prefabricate large panels using steel reinforcing so that we can set the panels in aluminum channel and use the big openings and get them sealed up in a timely manner. You know, it works through our fabrication process on how we fabricate them in size, works in our installation department on how many guys are out at the job who can handle the product and get it installed. And then again, it's, you know, if it's a business that's functioning in a warehouse or in an office setting, that they can get their back to normal as quickly as possible.
One of the other things to look at in commercial installations is the expertise of the people who actually perform the work. Because often in a commercial project, you can be in sometimes some dangerous conditions on installing. You could be on the third floor of a building and you could have issues on how do you get materials up that third floor? Is it safe to work in this space? What do we need to do to get this project completed? And that's where I think often with commercial installations, you do want to look at the quality and the depth of expertise of whether it's the commercial glass block fabricating supplier or the installation crew for that company. Do they have specific expertise in glass block installations of large scale? Can they show you projects they've done with different types of employers and different types of businesses? Have they worked around those employers? Are they willing to do things maybe in off hours to allow the business to continue to operate profitably during the day? Do they know how to interact well with the staff when performing that work? So often it's having the understanding of how the work is done to really truly achieve a great installation that's going to last not just the short run, but the long run for that plant or facility or commercial building.